Took about a month and a half before we got a new one for her and everything else. My daughter knows now.
But that's kids, man.
My daughter knows now that there are phones. We pay for them. They're unlimited, everything. But I check her phone. I said my wife does more, checks her phone. We want to make sure what they're talking to, who they put. We want.
You need to.
Yeah, so.
And the thing is.
This is my thing now. This
but,
is.
you know,
so,
you have this, right? I've had talks with Robin about this. Kids need to be aware that anything you do in social media isn't private.
Well, it isn't
Anyone
private,
can get
but
it.
like I says, if anybody can get it, now, me first, as you know, I'm not computer illiterate. Everybody knows that. I call people because I don't answer emails and all that. I call.
Well, I'm like you. I don't want to get sucked into that.
No, I don't. So, like I said, it's a 17-year-old person. At 17,
I know.
we got to know better. Like I said the other day, there was 2 incidents at the high school with the SWAT stickers. That went throughout the world. Under 17 years old. Another allegation of teachers allegedly sexual contact with the student. It's allegations. I don't know if they're true or not. But once again, under 17 years old. My
Right.
kids are, like I said, 14 and 15 years old.
Right.
When are the parents now? What happened to this society when
I
we
don't
held
know.
people accountable?
I don't
And that's
know.
what I ran 4 years ago. Trustworthy accountability. You're going to hear
Yep.
the truth, and I'm trying to hold people accountable. As I'm holding
And-
people accountable, they're making me look like the bad guy here. Listen. I'm
And
not
you're
the
very
bad guy.
transparent because you tell us things before the debates and after. You're in, Bob. Information is flying, so there's
that's what
really
it-
nothing that is being hidden.
No, and the people should know it's their money. It's the taxpayers' money.
We're not privy to executive session or contract
Correct.
negotiations.
Yeah, contract negotiation, you're not allowed to.
We're not.
No,
but,
absolutely.
I mean,
And that's,
other than that, it's like, sometimes you got to put a cork in it.
but speaking of
It's-
contracts,
it's coming out too fast
Some of our
sometimes.
contracts right now that we've voted on, there's no contracts. We can't find the contracts. We are dealing with attorneys now and everything else, both sides, both the sets of attorneys, because no one knows where these contracts are. So we've signed stuff and they've disappeared, these contracts. So that's poor management on our human resource director, which we left, and our old town manager. Also, there's supposed to be reviews of employees. They were doing reviews. This guy was here for 5 years, or 6 years, 7 years. I don't even know. There's no reviews. Where are these reviews? Once again, they tell us we don't need them. I don't understand how this is. Where are these reviews?
Yeah.
These guys ran amok. We stopped the muck. That's what it comes down to. As you know, and I've said
Well, I know people at the town hall are being treated fairly when previously they were not treated fairly.
that is true.
And I know that because I've talked with some and information has come back and that they are being treated fairly. And they're happy. They're in a better mood.
And I tell you right now, though, but there's still a lot of employees that are fear
Yes.
that he will be back, and that's my
And
biggest
that's
fear.
not right. It's like the chapter's over. Let's go to a new chapter. Let's just move on.
But they don't like Steve Anastas. They don't like me. I'm okay with that. I can't speak for Steve. No matter what happens, win or lose, you
I like
cannot.
Steve.
Oh, I like Steve too, but this
I
is.
like you.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I like you like granite.
I
I'm
it,
like
but-
you.
but-
I'm.
All this respect, no matter win or lose, you're not gonna take the black and orange out of my bloodline.
No.
You're not gonna change me who I am. The people who were my friends before getting into this, hopefully stay my friends. I made decisions that sometimes people don't like, but
You
that's
gotta
part of
make
the
'em.
job. That's the job we signed up for. If I knew what I knew today, I wouldn't have done this. I really wouldn't have.
Yeah.
When they say it's a thankless job, it really
It
is.
is.
It really is. I think everybody should live through a couple years of politics because it's gruesome. It's really scary.
Yep. Especially in that position as selectman.
Yes, but
Because my dictator would kill me, so I can't.
my life will continue.
Yes, it
Will
will.
it be hurt? I'd be hurt because I made a commitment to the people to be here till April
Right.
2020, and maybe it'd go longer. I don't know. Maybe but I didn't run for this, and like I says, And she didn't question me on that when I told her this is her stepping stone for her. This is resume for her. This is a resume because she said she's wanted to become a town manager. So
Yep.
let me tell you something. You got selectmen under your belt to become a town manager. You've worked your way, finance committee, this and that. But, she says she's on the finance committee. Yes, but then she also said she's on the high school building committee. She went on the high school building committee at the end of the high school building committee because once Rick Hill was off the finance committee,
Yep.
the MSBA needs somebody who has to be on the finance committee to be there. I don't know why Dick Hill was not removed from the process because he was no longer part of the finance committee. I don't know why Hartman left him on there. Christine should have taken his place and he should have been taken off. That's what's supposed to be the rules, but I guess there's certain rules are meant for
Yeah.
only certain people, and that's the problem. Either treat everybody the same, or we're going to make everybody
Yeah.
the same, and this is what it all
Well-
comes down to. And
Yes. No, I did see during the debate some things, and I mean she's not running independent because of the fact that she's part of the recall group.
correct.
So how can you be part of the recall group and say you're not part of the group? So I saw that and I'm like, well, you're part of the recall because of how it's presented to the public. So you
Correct.
are part of that. And
Oh,
and there was a,
well, can I just
Yeah, you can go.
elaborate on that?
you can.
They call us the Gang of Three because we're not voting the way they want us to vote. But yet they are running as the Gang of Three. And then if it does happen, they do win. Like it says, it's up to the people. It's the people's choice now. It's everybody knows how they're going to vote, not they're going to vote.
Right.
It's up to the people now. I think both sides have done what they've done to do, and that's what it comes down to. But what happens when it becomes a 5-0 vote? Is that going to be okay now?
Right.
That's the part. Should we have discussion on there? Absolutely. Should we not all disagree? There was an issue the other day with Ash Park Drive. Is it Ash Park Drive? I think it's called
Yeah.
Ash Park Drive. I'm near the South School.
Yep, that's Ash Park Drive, yes.
They want an extension of the road.
Yep.
We've had other issues with private roads in town and everything else, and there's something in my gut that I didn't like it. I didn't vote for it. It was a 3-1 vote. I asked people, at the end, people asked me, why did you vote that way? I saw the problems happen in town. It's not because I don't want more residents in town, more houses.
Right.
Absolutely, you do want that. You do want that for this town. This is a great town. I love this town. And
You don't want the problems.
I don't want the problems.
Could
That's what it was. And that's
potentially.
what I am looking at is the
Yep.
problems. And it's, I know Mr. Tisdale,
Mm-hmm.
our town engineer, is great. I know he would not do
Right.
anything to hurt this town because, like I says, he's a great engineer. It was an asset having him in here. But, he does what's legit and everything else. He does it by the book and everything else. But I have a gut feeling, so it's, some people are like, oh, now you against it. It's not for against it. It's everybody going to be treated fairly. And this is the part
Yep.
I don't understand. Tosca Drive, I'm going to just use that one for now. Tosca Drive has never been accepted, but yet the town goes to plow it and everything else, but it's not an accepted road. So it don't make sense. We have private ways in this town that
Yep.
are dirt roads that we go in and make one pass to allow a fire truck or a police car in there for an emergency vehicle that has to go in. So
Can you do that to my driveway?
your own driveways, I'm talking main, like streets to go,
Well, I
private
touched
roads.
the main
But,
street. I mean,
so,
see,
yeah,
you're
no,
not
but-
always getting what you want.
Yeah, you're not always getting, but we put one, in my opinion,
Okay.
and only my opinion, and I could be wrong, I think once you go into these private roads or
Yes.
unaccepted roads, I think personally we should own them. That's just my opinion. Like it or not, if you're paying
Yeah.
taxes for rubbish and trash and this and that, why do I have to walk my trash 300 yards this way if I'm paying
Right.
the same tax as everybody else? If you go down and plow the street and you back the truck up to pick up the trash on a non-accepted road,
Right.
and if we break it or the road's broken up, why can't we throw some asphalt to fix some of the potholes? This is the part I don't understand. So certain
Right.
towns can get done, certain parts of town gets done, and other parts don't. This is what bothers me. Everybody should be treated fairly, Dave. And
And equally, yes.
Yeah. Have I ruffled feathers? Yes, I have ruffled feathers. I've ruffled feathers not to hurt anybody, destroy anybody. I want what's best for the town. Christine
Yes.
Howe is a very intelligent young woman. I'm not going to say that. She is.
Oh, yeah.
She went to school to get degrees, but
Yes.
anybody can go. I could have went to get the
Yeah.
public
Well-
thing for. I didn't run. She wanted to. She started young. She saw how the town stuff. She
Oh,
wants to be in
God,
the
yeah.
public
She's
figure.
got
She
plenty of time.
not just plenty of time. That's what she wants to do. Okay, I was never wanted to do that. I grew up in a kitchen and I became a truck driver. It's not,
It comes down to, I've had talks with Robin and even Jeff and others, and if you're going to run for selectman, you need to be well informed as to what is transpiring in the town and be up to date and current on what is transpiring. You need to be informed. You got to know things.
you do, but
And fortunately, that during the debate, some of the things that she had mentioned is due to lack of information.
but
So if I was going to run against you, I would want to know everything there is to know to win.
But no disrespect to her, no, any of the or any candidates, not even before me or even after me. When I ran 4 years ago, I had no clue of anything about politics. I'm not. I wasn't a politician, nor I consider myself still to this day a politician.
Right.
The
But-
regular folks, no disrespect to but the regular Joe Schmo doesn't know what goes on. You don't know what goes on because your lives are so busy. And like I says, this is a full-time job. And I've been on here with Steve Kelly several times, and Steve Kelly's a big pusher for we should get paid, $25, $50, $60, $70,000 a year, $100,000 a year. So you're looking to see if
I'll
it's
take the job.
But I'm just saying, even if it's
Right.
50, even say
Oh, yeah.
$100,000 a year, you're looking at $500,000, $500,000. With the way the town's growing and everything else, is it a lot of money? Yes and no. These city councils make big money, other towns, but I didn't run to make money. I didn't
Right.
run for a political career. I didn't run for a resume. I saw this town changing. I thought I could help the town.
Right.
I've done a lot of things as you've
Because
seen.
you have been involved in the town,
Yes, but like I says, I was
which gave you the information, and you knew about the town, you knew people, you knew everything. And when you ran, people recognized you as a representative of them.
Yes, but I wasn't really a representative, and I don't still consider myself a representative because it's the people.
Yes.
I was the first, and you guys were part of my first ever Parade of Lights. Mm-hmm. That Parade of Lights took me 20 years. That was my own personal.
But you represent everybody in this town.
I do. I'm
And
not going to
that's
say I
how
don't.
come
I
you
do.
got
But
elected.
when I and I'll never forget, I
But
went
it's
up.
one thing to say that, you want to represent the town and this and that. It's another thing to actually do it, which I saw you swinging
From the tow truck.
from a big crane,
Tow truck,
swinging,
yeah, there was.
and diving into the dunk tank. So, there is a commitment that I have seen from you regarding this town. And yes, I saw you sitting out there and the dog was smelling you looking for drugs. Annie.
You remember that, huh?
I filmed it. So, you're there. You're participating and you're building and, you're
even,
working.
And that's even before being a selectman, as you said.
Exactly.
Yes, I go to a lot of events. I try to be everywhere.
Right.
Can I be everywhere right now? No, it's tough.
But what you've done is you've built yourself up to be a representative of the people because the people saw you. I saw you.
Yeah, but like I said,
I mean, I had to look up to you because you were like, whee!
I didn't.
But it's
I
just the
didn't-
idea that you've built yourself up as a representative of every person in this town. That's how you got elected. So you
Yes
have
and no,
to-
but I didn't do that stuff to do this. I wanted to see, as I says, out of these parades and everything else, and the kids' days and all that. I love to see the smile on the people, the parents,
Yep. Exactly.
the kids are mostly. I love seeing the smile on the kids. I know there was an issue a while back with the kids' day. We got the fire department. The fire department was involved years ago. They got away. Then they come back into it again. I went to talk to them. They said, got political. I said, listen, I'm not about politics. You guys know that I'm not politics. I'm about the kids. You guys ran the toy giveaway every year. You guys know how it works. I didn't know
Right.
how it worked. I was asked to join this committee to bring it back up to make it happen. So I looked at research and talked to people how what happened, how these happen with these committees, and make these things happen for the kids.
Yeah.
So I went back to the fire department. I says, I need your help because this was your gig. You guys have been doing it for years. You block certain areas off. You know where to block off, what to block off, how many sawhorses. I don't know none of this. And some of them argued with me. They're like,
So you
well,
mean you actually asked for help? You didn't go down there and tell them what to do or how to do
no,
it? You
like I
asked
said,
for-
I was asking, this is like I said, even before I was selectman. So,
I know.
and they know what I've done and other things in town I've done with the police and fire over the years. Things like, you know what I do, and I don't broadcast what I do.
No,
I just love this town. I really do.
you're very humble.
That's what I just, the credit is, like a lot of people said, you know, the parade lights. I'm thankful that the town allowed me to do that.
Yeah.
It's an honor. It was something, like I said, it was my bucket list. Was I being selfish? Yes. I wanted something to make this town happen. I've always wanted to see Macy's. I went to Macy's and I see the parade lights at Disney. I wanted to bring it to the town of Stoughton. I want people to come around and instead of going to the Fall River Parade or the Quincy Parade, I want people to say, Stoughton is where it's at. And then I want people to say, hey, where do you live? Dude, I live in Stoughton. Oh man, that's a great town. They do so much for the town. This is what I want, not this bickering on Facebook,
Right.
not this bickering on the newspapers, not calling the news stations down
I
here.
know.
It's not about this.
You don't need to, yes, it's a mess, and
It
it
is a
puts
mess.
everybody in defense, and
Yes,
it
and
doesn't.
it's not about that. It's
Right.
I hate to say
It's
it, back
about
in the
the
Woodstocks, free love. You know what I mean? All the free love back day. Just
Yep.
relax and move this town forward.
I'm the same way. You
I
might
don't know,
hate me, you might hate my show, but what I'm doing here is to take these producers that we get to help promote them. So when I tell them, when you're grabbing that Oscar, or you're rich and famous, you better mention Stoughton Media Access in Stoughton,
Oh,
or I'm going to haunt you.
let me tell you something. If I ever make
So
it famous,
I
I'll have
want-
you guys come. I'll have you guys come film me personally. How's that?
I want people that come in here to succeed in whatever they want. That's
says
what
this.
that's what I do. Like you with the town, I want them to succeed so that way other people will look at this town and say, wow.
I actually, as on Facebook, some of these things go on Facebook. Friends I work with, you know, look on my Facebook page, and someone actually said yesterday I work with. He goes, "You guys got your own TV station in town?" I'm like, yeah, Stoughton Media Access Channel. It's do other towns too, but mostly our own town in-house. He goes, "That is awesome. That is awesome." Hearing that from people, it's a great thing. Last week I was down in Connecticut. We had my uncle pass away, as you guys know. I said at the other meeting. My family and friends down there that we've got to know over the years through, you know, the family through there at the wake and the funeral, and they watch Stoughton Media Access Channel. They go on YouTube and they watch what you guys put up, and they're like, you know, that's great that, you know, that your town does this. This town is a great little town,
It is.
and that's what it is. And
The employees here are great. We're all striving to make this the #1 and beyond, and that we all have the same mindset. And it's coming across as the selectmen.
are destroying this town.
No,
it's not.
No, that there's
I don't know.
that. I mean, I've talked to 3 of you. I have nothing against the other ones, but it looks like you're trying to do the same thing as put Stoughton in a good spotlight.
That's
That
all.
people
it's all
look
about
at
that.
us and say, hey, wait a minute, there's a sleepy little town, let's get in there, we got to get in there now before somebody else sees it, and businesses and all of that need to get in here.
There was an issue with a business, and they're going to say I'm mingling again, down off of Campanelli Parkway, a $25-30 million company that had an issue with the town. He talked, I think it was maybe the vice president, who actually happens to live in town, had some issues. He couldn't get through anybody in town. It was a local contractor working at this facility. He said, hey, let me call one of the selectmen for you. You know, I'll call, this person said, I'll call Spanky. And this person knows who I was. He goes, that's the chairman. He says, yes. He goes, I know he's sleeping now. It's probably around 4 o'clock. He said, but I guarantee he'll call me tonight. I'll get back to you tomorrow morning. And of course, I got up. I called this person back on my way to work. I said, hey, what's up? Hey, this, and that. It was actually on a Thursday night. I said, I have an appointment with my son at orthodontist at BU for his braces. I will not be back in Stoughton maybe till 1:30. If that was okay, if the person could wait. If not, I'd have to make it for Monday or so, but I would be able to see the business person, if not until then. He says, yeah, no problems. I said, if I leave early, I will call you. We got in early. They got to see my son early. We left. It was already 11 o'clock. The school knew he wasn't going to be in, so I'm like, all right. I told my son, I said, AJ, I'll take you to lunch, but I have to go deal with this business first. But he goes, no, I understand, Dad. You got to do what you got to do for the. Showed up. The guy was, first of all, was actually shocked that a selectman was actually at their businesses. And I was like, he told me he was a resident and all that. I said, okay. But he was shocked that we went to the businesses. I said, listen, just because we're selectmen and I keep having a problem with this this is maybe why they despise me. State reps, state senators, congressmen, you put us in office. Just because you're a business in town and because we're a selectman, we represent you too. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. We try to help everybody. We're not mingling. We're not trying to tell department heads what to do. We're trying to do the best for this town because this guy put an addition on. This building put an addition on. This addition is more revenue.
He put an investment into the town.
A huge investment. So now that's.
And you're concerned and you want to go see
and now he wants to put.
So
he wants to make us more of a revenue. More revenue now.
That's fine.
So great. More revenue means good for us.
What's the problem?
Let's
see if we can figure it out.
He doesn't hurt our schools. Doesn't hurt our police and fire unless they need us. But it's not putting stress on our school system because more kids or anything else. It's a business. They're hiring local people and everything else. But this is a great thing.
Yeah.
So this is what it's all about. We got Amazon in, but I'm actually not happy with Amazon, and it's another thing we got to look at. They were told they were going to hire 100 and some employees from the town of Stoughton. We don't have that, so we got to look back into Amazon now and say, hey, wait a minute, what's going on?
Yeah.
Why aren't you hiring our people?
Well, now that we have a town manager, I can get the information regarding what's the tax revenue from Amazon.
Yeah, well, they also, the old Reebok building, Campanelli buildings, or what they have. Campanelli bought it, that's like Bobby Cohen said, that's big money taxes in there. And they're starting to get the first floor already done to start filling that building. There'll be a lot of great assets to the town of Stoughton. More revenue for the town of Stoughton, for more police, more fire, more teachers, more professionals we need. Absolutely, I understand that. So we can sustain our payrolls and all that, because that's the biggest thing is our payrolls. Also, but we lost Garber Brothers. So that's a big loss to the town and to employees and to people in general. Big business, everything, it was lost and it hurt people. And that was in the town of Stoughton. So, we got to make up for that too. It's, that's the way the world works, and that's the way businesses work.
But
we wish we could keep all in business. But
if you want businesses here, you got to present Stoughton as a place where you want to come and start a business.
I know Campanelli, the old Franklin Sporting Goods, I still say Franklin. It's still Franklin Sporting Goods. I call it the Franklin Sporting Goods Industrial Park because Franklin's been the main headpiece there. We do need sewage down there. North Sarah's, or Chateau, what they call it now, North Sarah's.
Well, can we
they need sewage.
Maybe two parts. Let's
I understand.
Let's loop around to Ash and maybe get Campanelli maybe.
No, I understand that. And I know that we're looking into working with bonds and grants to get this stuff done. And it's, we don't tell the people everything because, you just can't tell them every little thing. But
I know.
There's certain people down there that live off of Park Street that are going to get, if this goes through, are going to make some big chunk of change, big chunks of change, profit very well from this. And that's the way the world works. You make profit, I understand that. But I cannot, as other selectmen want to force it down the taxpayers' throat again. If there's bonds and we can help people the right way, I'm all for this project. But I cannot force more money to our taxpayers. And this is, but yet if they can do it, if I question it, it's not I'm questioning it. And like I told you about with Steve Kelly about us getting paid. I didn't run to get money out of this. I'd been doing stuff for the town when I was dating my wife. Probably more to impress her, and she's the one who got me involved with all these things with haunted hay rides and haunted houses at McDonald's and building floats, and that's where it all started coming. I think it was trying to impress her, and she wanted to do all this stuff.
So it's her fault?
I'd blame the wife,
You're going to throw her under the bus?
Well, she laughs about it now. She's like, this is kind of all my fault.
But she's tough to put up with you.
She is.
And all of this, she's a hell of a woman.
Like I said, this New Year's Eve, I will be with her dating and all together for 31 years. So she knows me inside out, and I know her probably better than she probably knows me.
And your kids too.
My kids are
thank them for staying strong, and I'm sorry that the family goes through all of this,
The toughest thing,
but it'll make your children will be stronger for
I
it,
hope they are. My children right now,
and they will see.
my children right now suffer. I had an issue the other day with my daughter, and she was upset, and she's like, "Dad, I love you, but I just like to see if you get my life back. I like to have my dad back. I like to go more vacations and all that, and
Yep.
I understand what you're doing." And she goes, "I also understand that if you guys lose, people will lose their jobs, and this town will go in a downward spiral."
Right.
This is coming from a 15-year-older who
Right.
doesn't really. I don't talk politics with her because she hates politics.
Right.
She hears a little bit sometimes with me and the wife, but most of all, she does hear from people at school and other people going on. I know in school sometimes they talk about politics and they ask, my daughter, what do you think about politics? And the kids they look at her, in the beginning they were like, why do you look at my daughter for these answers? And they're like, well, her father is a politician. I don't want to be known as a politician. I just want to be known as a resident,
Right.
like every other resident in this town, and all these people, for or against,
Right.
that we love this town. That's what it's all about, the love of this town. My biggest thing is the December 5th cannot come soon enough. Cannot come soon enough. I just want to
Put it all behind.
put it behind and let's start moving this town forward.
Yes.
It has to stop. The negativity, the hatred has to stop.
Right. Stop dragging people through the mud.
Yeah,
and let's
it's
just,
you know what? You don't like me, don't like me. But when you start bringing,
Yes.
leaving stuff in my mailbox, and like I said, it's been done before. It's still going to be done. I understand all this, but you know what? This hatred needs to stop.
Right.
You
'Cause
don't like me.
Yeah.
We're adults. We're playing, like I said, they're saying like we're childish. It really is, and it's sad. But how much can we take? How much abuse
Oh,
can we
yeah.
take? We're human. Like I said, we
Yes.
have. They tell me I'm like an animal and I don't have feelings and this and that.
You do.
I was assaulted the other day, and they're going to tell you I wasn't assaulted. I had this guy constantly pushing until I found out who it was. Kept shoving me and shoving me, shoving me. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I looked at this guy like, first of all, who is this man shoving me? Because I've never seen this person in my lifetime. Later, finding out who this person was, I know it was a setup. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? They want to push my buttons to make me hit somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not here to hit anybody.
Well, that's why you look at what's happened. And
Well, that's what it was.
And
But
right
I actually
now,
get
it's all ganging up on you.
Like I said, I'm a big boy and I can take that. I'm not worried about the ganging up. If
it's
these
not
people
right.
actually want to hit me, and they want to give me a beating, hey, I'm okay with that. But you know what? If they're going to do that, let's do it on. Let's go 10 3-minute rounds of boxing. Get legit. Get a ring, and raise money for the food pantry or something. Raise money for Glen Echo. Raise money for this. Raise money.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would like to see certain, especially the recall side, would like to see me, get their shots into me. So be it. If that's what you want. If I have to take a beating for this town so we can move this town forward, so be it. May not
Put you in the dunk tank again.
I don't worry about the dunk tank. Like I said, this is not about being foolish or anything else, but enough's enough.
I know.
Let's take this town to where this town's got a lot of potential.
Right.
Both people on both sides, a lot of intelligent people here.
There are.
There's a lot of intelligent people here. There's a
Yes.
lot of great ideas.
Right.
But my biggest thing is, it can't be your ideas all constantly and no one else's.
Right.
Like I said, the people of the town know how they're going to vote already.
Right.
There's, go
Yeah.
for this and go for this. I sleep 3 or 4 hours a day. How much more do I keep pushing? I will help the people as long as I can. I will continue to help the people as long as I can. But enough is enough.
Yeah. Put
Enough
everything
is enough.
aside and start working for the common good, which is the people of this town.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. And like I said, you hear people don't even know me. I'm reading stuff on Facebook that they're putting stuff about me that they don't even know me. As you know, you know the stuff that I do, Dave, and I don't pat myself on the back, nor I will pat myself on the back. I know some people have said, you need to do the things what you do, let the people know what you do. I don't want the people to know what I do. It's not who I am. I just want to do what I do, and that's it. Please leave my personal life out of this. I do things, like I said, the things I do, Dave, and a lot of certain people know the things I do.
Yeah.
I don't want people to know what I do. It's not about me. It's about the joy you bring to people, the smiles you see on people's faces. This is what it's all about. And the town is losing that, and that's This is what hurts me the most, is I see this town get destroyed.
I see it too.
And I just want it to stop. I want it to stop. But if they said, the only reason it's going to stop is me leave.
No, it's
so
not.
why do you want me to leave? Am I doing something right now? Because if you do something right, they don't want you there. I don't know. I guess I'm not a bad guy. I want the people really to get to know me. Come knock on my door. Come talk to me. Get to know me. I've had people come talk to me and get to know me, and you tell them the truth. Then they turn around on Facebook and they turn everything around and
I know.
I'm not true about this. I'm going to tell you the truth, like it or not, and that's what they don't like. But they meet you, they fake to you. Oh, this, and that. Then they go on Facebook and try to destroy you. Why are you trying to destroy me? Because I told you the truth?
Right.
This is the part I don't understand.
I don't either.
I don't understand that. The biggest thing is now is get this down together, back as one.
Yeah.
Hope
I agree.
Like I said, the recall, hope does not go
agree.
through, but it's up to the residents now, and that's the biggest thing. And like I said, it's on both sides of the town. There was fear on both sides of the town. People are running a fear.
Yeah.
As you see right now, contracts with the teachers and everything else, there's fear for some reason. Town hall employees are saying if, like I said, certain employees, the rumors have it, he will come back. You have employees now that coming up to me, please don't lose, please win. We can't have him come back. We're fearing for our jobs. What is this? How can you fear for your job?
You shouldn't have that in the
No,
town.
this is crazy. This is fear for the jobs.
You should be
Why?
able to trust anyone that you elect to do the right thing.
I actually had an employee the other day ask me for this so-called hit list, people to get rid of. Yeah, there's people everywhere, even your own job, and probably here it's smack David. There's people that you don't think should have a job here, and they do. That's anywhere you go, and that's everybody's opinion anywhere in the world.
Well, I'm opinionated, and
Everybody's
I'm on
opinion, and
the
I'm
hit
okay with
list,
that.
so-
Yeah,
but it's free speech. And
it is. And I see how I was being treated in the past. Do you get upset? Yeah, like I said, when you try to get a question for a resident, it's not my own personal use, because like I said,
Right.
I really let they do their job. But when a resident
Yeah.
asks you for something and you're told you're just a selectman, I don't talk to you, and some of these
That's not
employees
right.
belittle us. Listen, you want to hate me? Hate me. Don't disrespect the title. Don't disrespect the title.
Yeah.
The title is your title, and that's what they don't realize it. You're belittling me, but you're not belittling me. You're belittling your title. It's your title. As an employee, you are the selectman. As a resident,
Right.
you are the selectman. As a business, you are a selectman. Maybe it's me, Dave. Maybe I look at this thing the wrong way. I don't look at it as
Okay.
I am
No, I think
high
you
almighty.
you look at it the right way, because you're not a politician. You're not looking at it in terms of politics. You're looking at it as to what it should be, which is the town, everybody.
I've had some employees mad and yelling and yell at me and everything else, and I've heard other people say, how do you let them talk to you like this? You're a selectman, and I'm like, you don't realize it. I represent them just as much as I represent you. I represent Stoughton.
Yep.
You might not like the way I represent Stoughton, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Trust me, it's not in any malicious way to hurt the town.
Yep. And they come up to the meetings and they try to push your buttons.
As
And
you
that's not
you see that.
fair.
And it's not
to-
fair. It's not
to the
fair.
three of you.
It's not
I've
fair.
seen it with Peter, Bob.
But no
And David.
disrespect
And
though.
it's-
But no disrespect to it. I'm going to say, some of the people who are against the recall have come up and attacked Mr. Sullivan, Mr. O'Regan. That's not right either.
No.
If we bicker between ourselves, so be it. That's who we are. We're allowed
Right.
to bicker between ourselves, and that's my personal opinion. I think we should allow to bicker between ourselves. It
Yeah,
goes out publicly.
try
Some,
it- yeah,
it
try
goes
to
out
come up-
publicly sometimes, and
Yep.
we're sorry that happens. But we're human. It all happens. We do
Then
bicker
again,
between
yeah,
ourselves.
if you feel no is what
But,
it should be,
so
then
hopefully,
vote no.
But hopefully, if we could do more
yeah.
backdoor screaming, an executive session screaming and complaining and yelling before it gets out there. It shouldn't have to get out there. But no disrespect, like I says, they wanted to spearhead the thing personally.
Yeah.
But you know what? No matter what, we are still 5 members of the Board of Selectmen.
Right.
I
And
know
you all,
Mr.
and you all have to work, not only you, but
No, correct. And
The
so
other two-
they don't deserve to get attacked
and y-
either. They have
Right.
both of them have families and everything else, and like we all do.
Yeah.
So, and the biggest thing is our families suffer from this. I
And
think
it's-
all
yeah.
the 5 of us are big boys, or if it was a woman up there, we're all big women.
Right.
Put our big boy diapers on, or big boy women diapers on. Like I said,
Right.
select woman, select man. We are the people.
Right.
This is the part that I don't think it should be destroyed.
No, because you're still all going to have
Yep.
to work together.
And whatever happens on the 5th,
Right.
and if the board still stays the same,
You all still have to work
oh,
together. All five have to work together
I'm gonna.
with the town manager.
If I win on the, if we continue to stay the same board on the 5th, I'm gonna have to call a meeting for that for the next couple of days to put us in an executive session or on a Saturday, or all
Right.
go somewhere out of town. And I'm not gonna call a meeting. I can't say what it's a meeting.
Yeah.
But go 5 of us, and all 5 of us gotta sit down, or all of us go for a
Yep.
walk in Glen Echo or something, with a cup of coffee.
Yep.
You know, I definitely got to bring some donuts for me because I got to have to eat. You know, I get hungry out there. So I have to bring some
You're
punch
not-
and munchkins. But
you're
at
not
least
gonna go fishing, huh?
No, I'm not going to go fishing. But to talk and fix this town.
Yes.
Glen Echo, I've been up to Glen Echo a couple times. It's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
I know years ago, way before my time, there was a resort.
Yep.
Could we turn it back into a resort someday to make it like a fancy campground like the one that was at Normandy Farms? Is that what it's called in Foxborough? I guess it's a high-end campground.
But like anything,
Could we do
it's,
that?
it's
Let's
you
talk.
know, yeah.
Let's talk.
People have ideas. Listen to them. Don't make them feel like they don't want to go and mention it because someone's going to yell at them. They're in fear because they want to go down and say, let's not turn it into this mega complex.
No, and I'm okay with that too. And
it's-
like I've
yeah.
said, I'm okay with green space.
Yep.
I don't really care. But like I said, when they first said it was going to be 12 spots and this and that, it's only going to be 6 now. If you want to buy it and keep it green space, buy it to be green space. But on the records, it says, I think it was Jonathan Eichmann from KP Law, said, don't buy this because it had some issues. We fixed the issues. Forrest Lindwall went back on social media again and said it wasn't us. It was Mark Tisdale, along with the town manager, because the town manager directed Mark Tisdale to do this, and I guess Mr. Lindwall was involved. But why is he constantly bashing us if it's the board of selectmen now is asking to prioritize? Glen Echo was a problem before the train station. We're getting Glen Echo back on its feet.
Right.
People bought it, we bought it, let's fix it. Now it's time to work with the train station. We're taking things in step as they come.
Right.
But to say that we're against these things and against these things, it's
No.
a flat out lie. The
Nope.
lies have to stop. They got to stop twisting the stories, and this is what it's
Right.
about. Stop it. Stop it. We're not against it. We are not against it.
You're
This
doing
is-
your job by investigating it.
Well, that's what I thought.
Because you're supposed to, because I'm going to come and yell at you if you didn't.
My question is, and I didn't get a chance to ask Christine, and I'm sorry, and I don't want to put, but is she a homeowner? Does she? I don't know. I don't know if she lives with her parents, and if she does, great for her. My son already told me he's never moving out. He's my wife and him are going to support him for life. And I'm like, oh, no, you're going
Good.
out. And my wife's like, oh, no, you can stay. So I already lost that battle because those are her children. You know, not my children, they're her children. So mothers always win. So I kind of laughed at he's already saying he's staying for life. He says he's going to get married, and he's moving in with his wife and kids. So I kind of think that's funny. But,
Okay.
you know, the struggles that people, our residents, and
Yeah.
myself, you know, mortgages, water, sewer, trash fees, house insurance, you know, car payment, excise taxes,
Yeah.
kids' lunches. I think it's $7 a day between the extra water or extra this, and it's $7 per kid. Sometimes it's more. The other day, a friend of my son's had no money or something, and he says he bought a lunch for me. He come home, he says, Dad, my friend had no money. He was hungry. I bought him food. I'm like, okay, buddy, no problems. If we got to put more money in the account, let us know. He goes, oh, it's getting low, so you got to put more money in. I'm like, okay, we'll put more money in. So it's not, you know, we like I said, we donate to everything. People criticize us that, you know, we don't go here, we don't go there. But when we had our kids and everybody was out having fun, we were at fundraisers making money for the kids, for the Gibbons, for the junior high, for the school. We'll go help anybody. We'll make money for anybody. And like I said to Christine, we were at a wedding this past October, a couple months ago, last month. We took a selfie, Tim, Deb, and Maria and myself. Like I said, I played hockey with Tim when we were younger. Deb and Maria were involved with the the PTA or the junior high or middle school, what they call it now, but they saw the money we can bring in. We got, I says, over the years, I made a lot of connections with all my parade stuff and everything else, and
Yep.
people know it's not about me, it's about the kids, and it's all about the kids. So we get a lot of donations, all kinds of stuff. And she even says, have your kids join Pops. And my kids don't want to have nothing to do with the music. And she was actually telling me on the way home from the wedding that day, she wants us to join Pops so we can raise money. I'm like, if they need help to raise money, we'll help them raise money, Marie. If the kid, we can't force our kids to join Pops, but if they need help, I said, if Deb needs help to make fundraisers for Pops,
Yeah.
talk to her, tell her how, ask her what she needs from us. Ask her what she needs us to help us raise money for Pops.
Yeah.
I don't care if my kids aren't there, but it's for us, our school. Our band is unbelievable. They're always winning awards constantly. They've been winning awards since in '85. Our high school band is awesome. They get Veterans Day Parade.
Yeah.
I told John, the main guy who runs I love them. I love seeing the band in their full dress uniform. I know this Christmas parade, they wear a pair of black pants, or right before the Memorial Day, they wear black pants or gray shirt and all that. It's more of a casual uniform. Still very classy, still very representable.
Right.
It looks nice, but I just like the military, the Marines, the full dress uniforms. I just think the respect of full dress uniform, our honor guard for the police department, our honor guard for the fire department, when they're in their dress uniform, it's just it's just unbelievable. It just gives you a feeling like, and seeing that the other day, I was like, man, this is it's just so classy. You just that's what I love.
Americana to see the band.
It is, and it's when they're in that full dress uniform, it's just so classy, and it's just that's what I like about this. So, but like I says, I know the people have made up their mind who they vote for. I just ask people, stop the hatred, stop the bigotry, stop the racism. It is what it is. Politics are evil. They really are.
Let's keep politics out of it.
Yeah, like I said, the biggest thing is, I keep going back to it and I keep forgetting, is the money. How can I take money that people, as you see, we go from summer to winter and winter back to summer, no more spring and fall, but how do I ask people that are struggling to pay their electrical bill, their heat bill, they need food, they need their medicine, they're set on fixed incomes.
Right.
How I have to make this town good for, no matter if you're on a fixed income, middle class, white collar, big money, millionaire, everybody has to be treated the same.
Yes.
Like I says, we're in a tough decision to make everybody happy, and I know that, and I wish I could make everybody happy, but I know I can't make everybody happy. But this is what it's about. We have to stop this BS in plain English, get all together, and
Yeah. I see it at
Make
town
this
meeting,
town-
the same thing. Sometimes you have to say no.
yes, but but how do we get the movers and the shakers? That's what I call it now, the movers and the shakers. How do we get the movers and shakers together on both sides? And everybody knows who they are now. The biggest thing is, and I think a lot of this is I've pulled the mask off the Long Ranger. If that's how people know Long Ranger, maybe Spider-Man now, maybe Mickey Mouse now, how do you want to look at it? I've exposed people. And I guess it's the biggest thing, and it's been going on for years, and you probably know longer than I did, because like I says, you've been filming for a long time. It is a scare tactic. They scare, conquer, divide. They want to show, we're going to sue, we're going to sue, we're going to sue. And as soon as people hear sue, we backed off. Same thing with Mr. Hartman. So Regan Sullivan, he's going to sue, he's going to sue, he's going to sue. Well, I'm not an attorney. You got to take Mr. Regan's advice because he's an attorney. But you know what? After going to these cases now, and now they're saying he's going to win. Well, bring the suit on, and they're going to quote this again. Bring the suit on, because in the real world, you're not going to win. We did nothing wrong.
And
the contract supersedes.
I call it legal extortion.
Well,
That they just do it because it's either you pay lawyers or you pay me. And a lot of them just,
but the lawyers right now, and there's another big thing. They say we have the attorney there. We have the attorney there now because they ask questions and all these things that are going on because they keep causing a muck in our meetings. It's on the retainer. If you can look at our bills, they're not charging us to be there. They charge us when there's something going on. I know this week coming up, last week we had the the American Legion. He
Yes.
had to be there because now it's litigations through town, this and that.
Yeah.
He had to be there. It was postponed. Did we have to pay him to be there? Yes, we do. But it was postponed, and it happened because
Oh, I saw
we
that
didn't have
meeting.
we didn't have enough information. Mr. Regan's question: we didn't have enough information. Okay, it has to be postponed. He gets paid for that because that's part of the thing. But in
Right.
regular, he's always there because it's part of the retainer. If you look at the bills, go look at the bills. It's public record. He's not charging us. They're not charging us. But they're
Right.
saying he's being charged. We're being charged. We're not being charged. Stop lying to the people. It's scare tactic. It's scare. It's fear.
Right.
Put the fear into the people. Put the fear in the people.
I'm not being paid if I show up at a selectmen's meeting and I'm just watching. I'm
No,
not being paid.
But he's not being paid because it's part of the retainer. But they're telling people he's getting paid every single time, $175 an hour. No, that is not true. He's not getting paid all the time, $170 an hour. That's part of the retainer fee. When we'd call KP Law, every time we're on the phone, they'd start charging. Coleman Associates with Brian Winter, or Coleman and Winter, how you want to call it, does not charge. They do not charge. They want to fix the problem, so this is what it should be.
This is what we do. That's why we're always hovering around.
KP Law, as you know, I work for Mass DOT. I try to support I shouldn't say support, I want to depress the system. If the train's going to come, depress the system. Put noise
Yes.
barrier walls up. I went down to Taunton to talk about that and everything else. Depress the system. KP Law, through the old town manager, says I could not talk anything about anything with Mass DOT because we're in the same umbrella. KP Law worked for Mike Hobbit, not for the Board of Selectmen. Everything I did was always a negative. And I sensed something wasn't right. We finally got rid of KP Law. We got the founder of Coleman and Page, Lenny Coleman, to come back with Brian Winter. Brian Winter has 15, 16 years. Brian Winter was part of Coleman and Page years ago. When Lenny left, Brian left because he saw the way KP Law is, their record is of losing play. If you go online and you watch towns and their reviews, a lot of towns and cities have dropped KP Law because of they're not professionals, they're not getting back. And this is a shame. You know, like I said, you represent, I think they've bitten off more than they can chew. But it happens.
It does.
But we got people who care to do what's right, and now they're questioning that. And like, once again, it's making us upset. Tell the truth in this scare tactic. Why are they putting the scare tactic in?
Yeah.
Why do they want so much? Like I said, and the only thing I think now, and I've been thinking and thinking, is I exposed this bunch that's been way before my time. It's the same players, but the names have changed. You know how it works.
Yeah.
Only the names have changed.
Right.
But enough's enough. Stop the scare tactic. Sit down. The Shakers, we know who the Shakers are. We know who they are. We know what the game plan. Let's sit down and fix it once and for all. But it's got to be somewhere with no stupid ethics violation, no nothing. Like I said, all walk in Glen Echo, 40, 50 of us, and that's it.
And a dozen donuts.
No, just to me.
Yeah.
Everybody else can bring their own donuts. But in general,
Yeah.
all joking aside though, but the movers and the shakers, put them all in one area. No one comes in, no TVs, no phones, no repeating what was said at that meeting, and move this town forward, because that's what has to be done. And
Well, yes, and
they'll
everybody
probably
in
be,
town
they'll be
has-
screaming, they'll be cursing. I understand all that.
Yeah.
But when it's all said and done, shake hands, walk away, and make
Yeah.
it happen. Plain and simple. That's what it comes down
Right.
to. Plain and simple, make it happen.
Yep, put everything aside and all work together to better the town.
I have no problems making amends. I'll be the first one to reach out my hand for the olive branch. I don't care, but we're going to work together as a team. Not always my way, my way, my way. Not going to happen. And they're painting a picture, it's always my way. No, it's not my way. It's what's right for the town of Stoughton.
Exactly.
So they're turning the players around, like I said, and that's what bothers me the most. Steve Anastas was an asset to this town. Attorney General has said we've done everything right. People see him. There's certain members of the Board of Selectmen right now, and the old town manager, they don't know who our employees are. They don't know who our employees are.
They're
I
a
can walk-
number, not a face.
They're numbers. I can go somewhere in this town, and I can see them, and I know they're in their regular clothes and this and that and doing something. I know who they are. Hey, how's it doing? Thanks for what you do. That means a lot to our employees. Our employees, they look at us like you recognize us.
They're
yeah, we
humans.
recognize you. Yeah, we're human. We say, hey, we know who our employees are. Hartman would get gas at the DPW. And it didn't matter if it was a police, fire, somebody from the DPW, getting fuel at the pumps. That's the fuel for the town vehicles are at the DPW. They come in as they're walking by to go get something. Hey, how you doing? He'd put his head down. And they were getting fuel. Hey, how you doing? And he'd constantly keep his head down. Your great leader who's supposed to run this town doesn't say hi to the employees.
Yeah.
Like him or not like him. Hey, how you doing? Good. How you doing? You can't even say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
And yet they say they're not coming back, but yet you got other employees right now, scuttlebutt saying he's coming back, and when he comes back, he's coming back with vengeance.
Right.
And if you watch debates, they're already questioning Stephen Astis. They're questioning town council because town council did things for certain people and not everybody else. And town council is for the board of selectmen and the town manager, not for every department. And you you got to go through the town manager to get this done. But everybody, these committees were calling these the old town council, getting what they want, their own opinions.
Yeah.
They were running amok with town council. And because we stopped that now, they're all upset.
Well, you have to control it.
That's what we're trying to do. And so, you're hearing one side of the story, but you're not hearing the other side. And then you hear my
Right.
side, they're going to say, I'm lying. I have nothing to lie. I have
Right.
nothing to gain. I don't.
No.
This is the part I don't understand. I'm the same guy who walked in here 4 years ago. I'm the same guy people met me 25, 30 years ago.
You just dress a little better,
I dress because, like I says, that's
I
the
know.
image that people want to see as
Right.
I am on TV representing the town. So I have to put this image on. But as you know, Dave,
know.
I do my events. You don't see me like this. I'm out
No.
hands-on dirty. I don't. Like I says, I don't have the degrees, but I get down in the ditch and I grab the shovel and work. And I don't.
Yep.
I don't design the bridge, but I'm going to build the bridge.
Yeah.
And that's
same
the
way.
difference. So you want
I
to.
could design it, but I wouldn't want to.
But I can't design it. I'm not a designer. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not none of these things. And hey, we need every type of people in the world. Absolutely. We need all these type of
Yeah.
people. And we all need to work together as one.
Yeah.
But don't belittle me because of what I do.
Right.
And that's what they try to belittle. They try to put fear into people. This
It's-
resident the other day, same
yeah.
thing. How can, I remember one of the residents, like, you're the selectman. I said, yeah. Oh, and they kind of get nervous. We're human beings like anybody else. It's just a title.
Yeah.
It's,
They
we're not,
don't-
I hate to say it, we're not the maker. We're not God.
I know.
We're not God. We have titles. You have a boss
I
at work.
know.
But we're human. And this is, I don't understand why they put a scare tactic. I don't know what happened in the town years
I don't
ago.
know.
I don't know what people have used.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
And it's not fair.
No, it's not fair, but like I says,
But I don't want to keep you from your other appointments.
no, I
'cause
know.
you're a
We
busy
got to
guy.
get going. No, we got to get going. I
But
want to
yes.
say thank you for all being on. Like I says,
No.
to both sides, good luck either way.
Yep.
The people of Stoughton have made the decision, Dave. I know they already made the decision. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever it is.
Get out and vote.
That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing. December 5th, you need to get out and vote. Your
Yep.
vote does count. Some people saying, you've taken my vote. Other sides have said, you've not taken my
Yeah.
vote. It's your vote. Your vote is important. You saw it at the national level with the presidency this year. A lot of people are afraid to come out and even opinionize. What happened to this country? Why is everybody afraid? As you saw in my speech on Veterans Day, for 9/11, which I think should be a holiday,
Yep.
came together for one moment. Didn't matter what color,
Yep.
what sex, what religion.
Yes.
We came to unite as United States of America. We were one. And for about a year, no one could break the spirit of the
Right.
American people. No one. And people not even here on our visas, they
Yep.
had the same belief and feeling. We are America. We are the best. What happened to that? What happened to Stoughton? This is what
I
I
don't
need.
know.
We
Stoughton
need-
needs to get it back.
We all need to get it back. This whole country needs to get it back.
Yep.
So let's,
Take pride in our town,
take pride in the town, stop all the BS. No
and
matter what
everybody
happens,
work together to make this town what it should be
That's
and
what it
could
is.
be.
Dave, once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything you've done.
No, don't thank me.
Keep the faith and
Thank
hang in there,
like I says,
man.
I thank the residents most of all, my employees, because I can say my employees because I am one of the select, but the employees of this town and the businesses. Thank you, Stoughton, very much for everything. Like I says, no matter what happens, it's been a privilege. It's been an honor, and I will always be here, no matter if I'm in the seat or not. If I can help you, please reach out to me. Like I says, Christine said that she didn't know where I live. The ballots have our addresses. Everybody knows where I live. Come on. It's just a game. Stop the nonsense. Let's move this town to where it should be. I ask you, no matter how you feel, which way you want to vote, please, people of Stoughton, go out and vote. Your vote is very important. How do you want this town to succeed? It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to vote. You know who the candidates are. You've seen all our candidates on both sides. It shouldn't be both sides. It's one town, like I ran 4 years ago. Please just go out and vote. December 5th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you, and have a great night. Thank you.